Guys, this is a video to help anybody that has issues, having idle issues. The car is vibrating, is accelerating erratically, um, misfiring, vibration of the engine. There's a possibility that you have a bad TPS, a throttle position sensor. Has moving part in it. Inside there, there's a dial, a dial that spins back and forth when you accelerate and decelerate, and it's a resistance in there that sometimes it goes back. Well, it does go bad with time. Um, I just replaced mine with a used one because I was having issues with it. And what I did to find out, obviously, I contacted the manufacturing of this unit. I was lucky enough to find their phone number, and there was a guy uh, that was pretty helpful, a customer service person, and he explained to me more or less how it works. Anyways, to get to the point, this is, by the way, a Ford vehicle. So it doesn't matter what vehicle you have, but if you have one of these sensors that near the throttle valve, uh, it has three wires right there. Let me see if I could. There's three wires there. I cannot give you the colors right now, but I'm going to tell you what they are. I believe the one on the top, I believe, is the 5 volts reference. If not, it's the one on the bottom. You don't have to worry. Don't be scared. As long as you follow what I'm telling you. Um, Obviously, I'm not responsible for any damage, but I'm giving you based on what I have. If you have the same exact one with 3 wires there, you don't see the 3 wires, but there's 3 little wires coming out of there. I'm trying to focus. You can only see 2 right now, but there's 3 wires. The middle one, the one on the top, if I'm not mistaken, actually I'm going to do it right now. Let me see. The one on the top is the ground. As you can see, I have it set to 20 ohms DC volts. You're supposed to have around that. That's 300 millivolts, or actually 30 millivolts, 300 millivolts, same thing. If you have less, then you might have a leakage, which is another subject, another video. We're not going to get into that, but that's more or less what you're supposed to have. If you're having 20 volts, DC volts, and you get 0.03, that's good. That's a good sign. Now, we're going to test the other wire at the bottom. Let me see if I could get to it. Okay, I got to it. The bottom one is the 5 volt reference. As you can see, that's the signal coming from your computer supplying 5 volts to the actual resistance in here. This is resistance. So the middle one is your reference. This is the one that you guys got to pay attention to. I put it right now in the middle wire. The middle wire is the one that sends back the voltage to the computer. You're supposed to have, according to Ford, I believe it was 0.94. In this case, I only have 9.91, but I believe it still works because the car is functioning properly now. With the other one, I was not getting a voltage at all. It was damaged completely. The car was accelerating, going erratical, going crazy on me. So, okay. So if you have in the middle wire, if you don't have 0.9 at least around there, even if you have 1 volt, if you have a Ford vehicle, or in this case Ford, I don't know, because based on the manufacturer of the vehicle, they have a different starting voltage. And by the way, you have to have the key open. Not you don't start the vehicle, just put it on ignition on, so you could have the 5 volts reference and everything is functioning. You have electricity in the circuit. So here I'm in the middle wire, which is the signal wire. This signal wire receives a voltage from the 5 volts that you saw me before here, right at the connector. Internally, those 5 volts go through a resistance every time the throttle valve moves, which it adjusts the voltage. So I'm going to show you. Here's the throttle valve. I'm going to move it. The car is off, by the way, guys. Just the ignition key is on. I'm going to like accelerate slowly, and you're going to see how this is going to move slowly. I'm moving it slowly. When you open the throttle valve, this is what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to move gradually, not jumping like really quick or anything. You're going slow, obviously. Moving the throttle valve here, accelerating the vehicle right here from the engine. You see, you go all the way, 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 all the way. There you go. I'm my max 4.6, and I believe I'm within the specs of 4. So this is what you're supposed to do to test these little devices. Okay, people, I hope this helps somebody. If you don't have those voltages in idle like this, I mean, closed valve, that the vehicle is not being accelerated, I mean, obviously the vehicle is off. If the throttle, if you're not moving the accelerator, the throttle, opening the throttle, that's what it's called, like I'm doing. You're supposed to start with this. In this case, if you have a 4 and you have obviously a TPS identical to this one, I don't know about the rest, how they work, but basically almost the same thing. But obviously the different voltages, references, and stuff like that. But in this case, look at it really well, so you could have an idea how it looks. So that's it, guys. I hope this helps somebody having issues with this thing. Good luck.